Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BNA Sports Talking to show you how dedicated I am to you guys. I'm uploading two videos today. What we're going to do is my mock draft 1.0. We're only going to go up to number 11, and then we're going to do some of my reactions to mock drafts that people have, and basically just the one that the Giants put on their website, and kind of what my reaction would be to some certain scenarios at number 11. So first, overall, I'm going to, this is pretty obvious, I think it's Justin Fields because, at Ohio State, he had a couple rough games. Obviously, no, just kidding. What kind of pisses me off, just get on my soapbox here, is that people like in First Take, you have Molly Curum, you have Mel Kiper on. You can ask him about that random prospect from, Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. Is he actually good? No, but what you decide to ask him is this.
Trevor Lawrence going to the Jags. Bottom line, what are they getting with that pick?
They're hoping a generational quarterback.
We all know. We get the point. We've been talking about this for the last 2 years. Okay, now let's get off my soapbox. Let's actually get into my mock draft. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence, number 1. Number 2, it's a popular one. I got to stick with Zach Wilson. I mean, I don't really see another pick other than that. I mean, maybe they fall in love with Justin Fields. Maybe they trade back. But for now, Zach Wilson, that's the guy. Number 3, Miami, Ja'Marr Chase. People are forgetting how good this guy is. This is a popular spot to mock Ja'Marr Chase. I think he's the best overall wide receiver in this draft. He wears number 1 for a reason. The best wide receiver on LSU wears number 1. I think that's how it works. I'm not actually sure. Don't quote me on that. But the best player, at least. But I think that Ja'Marr Chase has all the tools. He's a well-rounded receiver, good route runner, jump up, catch the ball, good size, good physicality, good everything. Number 4, I hate when people mock this, the quarterback to the Falcons. I think Matt Ryan's the guy. I'm going to have a whole video highlighting it. I may not do that much film, but number 4, the Falcons are either going to go corner, trade back, or go offensive tackle. I have them being safe and selecting Penei Sewell. Solve that offensive line once and for all. Help Matt Ryan squeeze out these other 2 years. He's a lot of money guaranteed on that contract. Help him out here. Number 5, Cincinnati Bengals. Man, this is hard. This is hard because do you select Rashawn Slater, or do you go after another wide receiver? Do you go after a cornerback because you lose one of those your top guys on your on your team? I have to go chalk here, I think, and select Rashawn Slater. You have Jonah Williams, maybe another free agent offensive lineman, Rashawn Slater, and your center, I believe, is pretty good as well from what I hear. So solve the offensive line. I think they're going to overreact kind of to that Joe Burrow injury. Number 6, I don't see it 100% because I probably think that Howie Roseman doesn't value tight end like he doesn't value linebacker early in the draft. I have Kyle Pitts. He's from Pennsylvania. He's a sure thing. I think they're going to be scared with selecting a guy like Jeff Gladney. Well, who did they select last year? Not Jeff Gladney. I even forgot his name. That's how unimportant. That's how he wasn't good. Jalen Reagor. I think they're going to go save Kyle Pitts. They can get rid of Zach Ertz, free up some cap space for this year, and then get a Kyle Pitts to replace him. Then you have some 2 tight end sets. Not sure if it's going to be with Carson Wentz, though. Number 7, is this the Detroit Lions or the Carolina Panthers? Pretty sure it's the Detroit Lions. I have them selecting Micah Parsons because I think he's going to be Dan Campbell's guy. I don't care about the whole off-the-field thing, biting people's kneecaps. He's had some praise for a guy like Gerard Davis, but I think they're going to franchise tag Kenny Golladay. They're going to have the wide receiver position somewhat solved, so they'll feel confident in selecting in Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, number 7, good overall round player. He took over that game against Memphis. I think he's going to fall in love with him. Number 8, Carolina Panthers selecting the next quarterback in this draft, Justin Fields. They could go Trey Lance, but for now I'm going to have them going Justin Fields because, from that relative area, from Georgia, I think, or South Carolina, from that general area, you have the coach kind of hating on Teddy Bridgewater, developmental piece. And, yeah, I think that, you have David Tepper. He may go out and trade, but why not? Justin Fields. Number 9, 10. I'm leaning back-to-back corners. Patrick Surtain doesn't really match the Denver Broncos zone scheme. I think I made the graphic that had Patrick Surtain in it, so just pretend like it says Caleb Farley because he fits a little more of that zone scheme. And then the Dallas Cowboys select Patrick Surtain. Sorry if that's mixed up there. I do think that Dallas Cowboys could trade back with a team like the Patriots. Well, no, not like the Patriots. The Patriots don't really jump up that often, but a team like the Chargers that see their guy and is scared that their guy is going to be taken by the Giants. The Giants are going to select the wide receiver. And at this point, you have 2 wide receivers still available. You have Devontae Smith and you have Jalen Waddle. And this is an ideal scenario. Let's hop into my mock draft. Let's start off with wide receiver. Wide receiver, A lot of people are mocking us wide receiver, like tackle last year. I want to get it right off the bat. I favor Jalen Waddle. Right now. I think he has the speed, the size, the strength, everything that you need. 5'10". Devontae Smith's a little bit too small for me. Heisman winner. Alabama's wide receiver U. I think we're going to select one of these two guys. Joe Judge to Alabama connection. I don't care. We didn't take Jedrick Wills. We took a Georgia guy, which feels like we always take Georgia players, at least for the past couple of years. We have our scouts are from there. The first time reason they like Georgia, but Alabama wide receivers have worked. Henry Ruggs had the speed. He just was dealing with a couple of injuries. I think that our guy is Devontae Smith. Our Jalen Waddle. But I wouldn't mind Devontae Smith. I'm not going to throw my remote at the TV like I did with Daniel Jones. But yeah, so you have to go full in. And as far as other people, Gregory Rousseau was mocked to us by 2 people. I had him actually mocked before the season started. Gregory Rousseau is too much of a developmental guy. Nice length. Does he fit with the scheme? How would we use him? Does he fit in a 3-4? I don't think so. Patrick Graham would make a use out of him. But Gregory Rousseau may even be available in the second round, to be honest. I went through an entire mock draft. I've been seeing people not even pick Gregory Rousseau. But definitely what I would not do is get a Kwity Paye. He just doesn't have the strength to shed off offensive tackles, I don't think. He just doesn't have the production. There's a lot of meat on the bone. Well, there's not a lot of meat on the bone. There's a bone, but not a lot of meat on it. I'm not sure where I'm going with that reference. From what I watch about Kwity Paye, the more I'm like, The thing about defensive linemen, you have to be able to win multiple ways. And I don't think he can. I don't think he can bull rush. And that's a huge concern. I don't care about around the edge. Quarterbacks get the ball out of their hand really quick. All of a sudden, you're neutralized. I think our defensive scheme relies on guys like, I guess a Solomon Thomas, a Jabal Sheard, a guy that can do a bunch of things. Like even the Kyler Fackrell, a bigger guy. But next, Kyle Pitts, I am not going to complain. But the thing is, it's going to be awkward timing this. Do you trade Evan Ingram before the draft and hope Kyle Pitts falls? I had Kyle Pitts going to the Eagles. Maybe he goes to the Panthers. Maybe even the Dallas Cowboys select him. I think that the timing of this is going to be awkward. Then after the draft, you kind of have this asset. Are we going to have Evan Ingram, Kyle Pitts on the roster with Caden Smith? Levi Toilolo will be gone. But it's just awkward with the timing. I like him. I think he can help Daniel Jones in the red zone a lot, especially if we strike out on a Kenny Galladay or an Allen Robinson that's good with those contested catches. I think it's going to be great. I think he would work with Daniel Jones really well. Florida Gator. Let's go Gators. But, yeah, so Kyle Pitts, I would like him. But it's just going to be awkward as far as what we would do if we didn't get him and he didn't fall to us. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, we don't have Evan Ingram. We all have his Caden Smith. Next, nobody really is mocking this to us, but I don't want a Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley. CB2, we did good enough without a CB2. Now, the problem is if James Bradbury's out, we're screwed. We're completely screwed. So I want some insurance. Sam Beal's coming back. We're probably cutting him. But after James Bradbury got injured, it's just like, we have nothing at that corner. So that is concerning. But Julian Love is playing better. You still have some young guys coming up. Not really. Logan Ryan, I think, is going to fit in that CB spot. So I think we should address it later in the draft, maybe even in the second round. But the thing is, this draft doesn't really have a lot of cornerback depth. That's the kind of problem with it. And who else? I feel like I'm missing some players. Rashawn Slater. This is the one that I hate the most. I was kind of for in the beginning. We have Matt Peart, Andrew Thomas. Why would we draft an offensive tackle? A developmental guy? I think we should go after some guys. In fact, I'm having a video tomorrow where there's 2 players that I think the Giants should target offensive tackle for the offseason. But we have 2 developmental guys. Why are you going to get another developmental guy? It doesn't make any sense. What does that solve? And all of a sudden, you still have that glaring wide receiver issue. It just, for me, it's mind-boggling. And, whoever said that was just stupid. And I feel like I'm missing one more. Micah Parsons, kind of problems with his personality. Is he great in coverage? I don't think so. Blake Martinez, just stick with him for now. And, we have Tate Crowder. We have decent enough developmental guys, Carter Coughlin, that I wouldn't be too worried about that. But that's pretty much it. I think. But, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.